Hey, how's it going, guys? I know it's been a while. I've been going through a lot of stuff as far as like school goes, and then kind of coming back, especially as you can see from my background, is that I am back home. I am back home in Houston, and now I'm back to doing two jobs again, also doing summer classes. So it's going to be a busy summer, honestly. I mean, it's already busy as it is whenever I work two jobs during breaks, but it's going to be more busy with the fact that I'm going to be taking summer classes, and they're going to be broken down into sessions. So I'm going to take one during summer session one, and then taking one in summer session two, so I can basically graduate by the time it's springtime of next year. Honestly, just looking forward to that. Other things is just kind of like I'm organizing everything. I don't know if you could see from like the boxes and everything, like I'm still kind of organizing my room, basically trying to get everything organized to, since I moved back. So we're gonna see how this sets up, but about to go to the gym real quick and then go from there. Do want to talk about is these. I do want to talk about these a little bit because I have been training in them for quite a long time. I've been training in them for about multiple months, and now I can give like a full review about these specifically and talk about how I like them, things I don't like, and then just kind of give my honest opinions. I'll give a review once I'm done going to the gym, and then we can go from there. As of right now, we're gonna go to the gym, and then not only that, I'm gonna show some clips of me at the gym during those times where I wasn't posting much. So it's not gonna be really much from this workout of this day. It's mostly gonna be from past workouts. So just because today is more of like an off day, accessory day, so it's nothing really that crazy. But anyways, I'll see you guys once I'm done.
Ay, ay, los pongo a bailar la pelúa. El que no baile que lo despelucan. Hijo de puta no me cuquen. Lean los números pa' que se eduquen. Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caduquen. En este género yo fui un Hadouken. Ey, y se extinguieron como en los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague se apaga el sol. Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiro Barbasol. Maldito conejo, ahora lo miro de arriba y de lejos. Ey, no contesto DM, no. Hablen con mi manejo, pero él también va a pichar. Te juro que yo no me quise embichar. Ey, le metí hasta mi cash. Ya me aburraste chichar. Y yo sí soy mili sin usar Richard. Yankee se retira y vamos a switchar. Voy a ser el jefe, me van a fichar. Mi nombre para siempre se va a escuchar porque estoy en mi pick. Estoy en mi pick. Soy un rey, campeón, busca el ti. Estoy en mi pick. Estoy en mi pick. Mírame lo que me convertí. Le molesta mi premio de compositor, pero es que ya nadie compone ninguna. Esta gente escribe en sus canciones, son los emociones. El disco más vendido de este puto año. Lo llevé para la escuela, todo el mundo tratando de hacerle secuela. Siguen en la fila, nadie se me cuela. Ustedes pagando pa' irse virales, yo pegando temas sin hacerle promo. La gente se pregunta cómo, desde chamaquito, ¿sabes cómo somos? Nunca pido tranqui. Yo soy Coco, usted es Baking. Busca el T tirándome un breaking. Estoy en mi pick, cabrón. Y voy a seguir en mi pick, cabrón. Ey, soy un rey, campeón. Busca el T, ey. Estoy en mi pick, ey. Y voy a seguir en mi pick, ey, ey. Mírame, que tú qué, nah. Pronto eres feca.
Okay, all right, so I got finished training, and it was more of a light day. I didn't do too much. I just mostly did accessories and such, but all the clips that I showed you were just mostly clips from whenever I was working out during the semester. And now that I'm back home, I am actually just going to be posting some videos at my gym currently, and the gym's not that great, but I mean, gotta make the most of it. Still gotta do my training, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing from now on. But next part is doing a review of the Notorious lifts. These are the Gen 2 version. So I actually started getting these, I think, back in the beginning of this year. I got this around, I think it was in January or February is whenever I grabbed my first pair. And my first pair was these all black ones that I bought from, I think, eBay. I bought these from eBay when I first tried them on, and then started using these. I actually enjoyed them quite a lot than I expected. And from then on, I bought multiple. As you can tell, I like them a lot. As you can see, I have the Crimson, or like the Emperor version. I think that's what it was called. Or the Chinese New Year, I don't remember what it was called, but I do have these when there were these restocked. This is the Gen 3. It does have a different type of material, which is more of like a wool upper, and then the inner part is also different. It almost has like a velvet feel of material in the interior. I might do a review on these, but I'm probably going to be using the Gen 2s for now since I have so many. I'm just going to be using those for now because they work so well for me. So probably just going to save these just to, I don't know, wear around until it's time where I feel like to pop these out and try them out. For now, I am going to review on these, which is the Gen 2s. I grabbed this pair, specifically this one, I think recently, about not too long ago, when they started selling these. Of course, these are sold out right now, but you never know if they might restock or anything. They do restock every now and then, but now to start talking about these, let me just get the cons out of the way. Now the cons. The problem with these is, in my opinion, I think, is mostly the durability. As a person who does a lot of training in them, not solely on like compound lifts. I don't use these just for deadlifts. I don't just use these for bench and squat. I use this for basically everything. Now I'm not doing a whole bunch of like movements. I mostly walk in them on the treadmill. I lift in them whenever I'm doing my accessories and such. I do walk around them quite a lot. Mostly just because of the fact that this is just mostly just the sole and then the insole that's in it. As you can see, there's not really too much structural support. Another con I would probably have to say is the Velcro. I know these ones are used, but the Velcro is already worn down, and it's worn down quite a bit. If you use these a lot, they are going to wear down, and eventually you're not going to be able to strap these down anymore. Now, another con I would probably have to say is the insole. Why do I say it's a con? It does whenever I do walk around in these, I could feel it slipping back. So, or when I'm walking, you could feel the insole starting to like slide back, and then you got this space in the front, which can be kind of annoying when you're walking around, and then you have to take it off, fix it. Now, of course, if you're just going to be doing your compound lifts, I don't think you're going to have to deal with that problem. Now, if you're just using these to, walk around the gym and do your accessories and such, that's just one thing to note. Another con, very nitpicky, but just the paint on these little rings right here started to chip off quite quickly. It's not really a big deal because I'm working out on them. It's not a big deal, but if that annoys you, that's just to let you know if you don't like that. But other than that, that's not too much of a big deal, but I just wanted to point that out. And then another thing is the sizing. The sizing is kind of confusing for some people. Depending on your size, if you're like a half size, you're not going to be able to do that because on the website it's only in European sizes, but the problem is there's no half sizes, so you're either left with doing like a 41, 42. You gotta pick between those ranges, so it makes it difficult for you to choose your size if you are a person who falls in between those, where you need to have a half size or it's gonna be too big or too small. That is one thing to note. So for me, I usually wear a size 9. I like my shoes whenever it has some room in it, but since this is more of like a trainer and I'm gonna be using these for my sumo deadlifts, I wanted something a little bit more tighter. So I went with a size 41. So that's about, I think, it's about a 9 and an 8.5 in US size that I think fit me quite well. It does fit perfectly. Honestly, I feel like it fits true to size, but it did feel tight on the size of my foot. I do have a wide foot, so that's one thing to note, but I do want these to be tight whenever I am doing my lifts. All right, let's go with the pros. Now, the pros about these Notorious lifts is that I really like the traction. The traction on these is super aggressive, which I love about them. It does help a lot with keeping your grip on the floor whenever you're doing your sumo deadlifts or whenever you're using leg drive, whenever you're doing your bench. So I feel like that's a big plus for me. Whenever I use these, especially, I didn't feel my feet slipping at all, unless if it's a very slick floor. One of the example would have to be is the rec center at Texas State. It does feel a little bit slick whenever you're on that floor. Then again, the floor itself is pretty slick. So, I mean, other than that, these have held up against it pretty well. So I can't really complain about that. That's one factor. And other than that, all the other gyms that I've been to, really, I felt like I had great grip with these. Another pro is just the upper. It makes it super convenient. Just put them on, ready to go, and just adjust the straps when you want to, and you're all set. It makes it super easy, super convenient whenever you're going to the gym. The one thing I hated the most was whenever I would go to the gym and I would use Converse in the beginning, and it would just be super annoying just to put them on. It would be super annoying, and it would take quite a bit of time. I know it doesn't take too much time, but it does get pretty annoying trying to put them on. So these really help a lot. Another pro is that I do feel very secure whenever I put these on, especially whenever I tighten them up. Whenever I'm about to do my sumo deadlifts, I feel very secure with the two straps whenever I strap them all the way down. During my lifts, I didn't feel like my foot was about to fall over to like one side or anything like that. It did feel secure whenever I did my sumo deadlifts. I never felt like I was gonna tip over or anything. Even though it doesn't look like it has too much structural support with the knit upper, I did feel secure with the straps holding me down. Other than that, there's nothing much else to it for those specifically. For the Gen 2s, as far as the Gen 3s, I haven't fully lifted in them just yet. I'm most likely gonna lift in the Gen 3s whenever the collaboration with Pug the Goat comes out with his company. But stay tuned for that. We'll see how that goes. That's pretty much it. Don't have much else, honestly. I've just been getting everything organized before summer classes start and until basically the fall semester comes, when the Texas State powerlifting team finally competes. And then who knows, I might compete during this summer, or I might just wait until the fall, because that's whenever we're gonna compete together. So we'll see. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say other than good to be back. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Give my everything. If you got reason to do it, it don't make no sense how you don't need reciprocation to pursue us. I'm steady changing, but no, you ain't never gonna do it. Misrepresent you, but no, you ain't never gonna do it.